to a strict 7 to 8:30, our drop dead, you have to be out of here by 9 o'clock. During the workshop, participants are going to break out into groups for approximately 40 minutes. Each group will receive the same series of questions to discuss. Please stay with your assigned group for the duration of the workshop. It'll just make it flow better, and that you'll get comfortable with your group and have a good discussion. Please help keep the group focused on the preset list of workshop questions. Please be courteous of other opinions and thoughts. Be brief with your comments. In the group setting, allow others to contribute. Everyone has the right to be heard and to provide their feedback. At the end of the workshop, groups will report back on their findings. We also ask that you please be courteous of other speakers, refrain from clapping, cheering, jeering, other disruptive noises that would contribute to an intimidating atmosphere and really just distract the other groups. Participating county staff are subject matter experts charged with carrying out the operations of county government on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners. Staff does not set policy. We ask that attendees be mindful that staff is here to provide insight into the master plan survey results and will not engage in political dialogue. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jennifer Walker, who's going to take us through the survey.
Good evening. Thank you for coming. A show of hands, how many attended the first one, the one we had on January 30th at the rescue squad? Thank you. Thanks for coming back. Who lives in Prince Frederick, either the town center or the zip code? All right. About north of Prince Frederick? And south of Prince Frederick? All right, thank you. Well, tonight we're here for a workshop to continue on our update of the Prince Frederick Town Center Master Plan. And it's a 3-phase process. The first phase is what we're in, which is identifying issues. So this is our second in a series of public meetings and workshops. And so this series will go on through the spring, and I'll have some more information for you later in the slide show. Then we'll move on to the second phase, which is develop the plan. So staff will be working to write the plan, and there'll be more opportunity for public comment at that time. And then we'll present it to the Planning Commission, and then we'll move into the third phase, which is the adoption phase. And the Planning Commission will review the plan and then put forth a draft plan for consideration. The Planning Commission holds a public hearing, and then after it's deliberated and decides that the plan is ready, they'll make a recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners, which will then convene a public hearing to hear comments on the draft and then move forward from there, with the ultimate to either adopt the plan or remand it back to the Planning Commission or modify it. So meetings held today. The first one was a liaison meeting where we met with people in the Prince Frederick groups to ask their ideas on how to get the word out about the master plan update. And they really wanted to emphasize reaching out to younger people. And so we're very glad for all the young people that attended the last meeting and all that are here this evening. Because in 10 or 20 years, it'll actually be your town center then. And we did the overview presentation on January 30th. Survey results. Actually, let me go back. Survey results. So at the meeting in person, we received 44 paper responses, and then the online survey was up for over 2 weeks and then closed on President's Day. And we had 497 respondents to that survey. Show of hands, and who participated in that survey either in paper or online? Good, thank you. Now we're not going to go through line by line all 540 some responses tonight, but I want to hit some highlights. So for the question, do you live in Prince Frederick? There were 28% of the respondents did live in Prince Frederick, whereas the 72% lived outside of Prince Frederick. And of those that live in Prince Frederick, the pie chart shows the length of time. So a nice spread, anywhere from less than 5 years, about 26%, 5 to 19 at 25%, on up to 20 to 30 years at 18%, and then 31% at 30 plus. The zip codes of the other areas that responded, so you can see on the far right, the majority were from Huntingtown, and then Chesapeake Beach, St. Leonard, Owens, Port Republic, and Dunkirk, with a few reporting in from Brooms Island, Solomons, and North Beach. For those that do not live in Prince Frederick, one of the main reasons coming to Prince Frederick is for food and shopping, followed by, well, those that live there also noted that they live there, medical, employment, and then education and banking, with other being 15%. Most important topics. We asked people to identify their 3 most important topics. And the top 6 are land use, transportation, economic vitality, public safety, environment and natural resources, and then housing, followed by parks, heritage, water resources, education, and then elderly / senior housing, or actually senior centers. And this is the age group ranges. So many from the 60 plus responded, and then 50 to 59, followed by 40. So sort of a sliding scale down to the younger folks. But we did have 25 people from age 20 to 29 respond, and then 5 under age 20. For the question, what do you believe is the biggest challenge for Prince Frederick, the town center? Traffic. This is a word cloud, so the more frequently the word that came up, the bigger the words. So traffic, lack of housing shows up there in white near the bottom. So retail. The biggest change over the last 10 years in Prince Frederick, traffic. And if you did a lowercase t or a big case T, traffic shows up twice. So stores also, and the growth, the roads, the people. And then this was the other question where we asked people, in one word, what do you love about the Prince Frederick Town Center? Convenience, and convenience shows up, but so does nothing and nothing. So depending on the upper or lower case, or the variation on convenience, those are 2 of the competing responses. Shopping showed up, the library, you know, down at the bottom, the library, and stores, some specific stores showed up. So we will post the slides up online, so if you want to take a closer look in more detail, and they'll be available. So at this time, we're going to break out into our small discussion groups. There's a staff member for each of the 4 groups. If you turn your agenda over, there is a dot on the back, and there are 4 colors. So we're going to give you a few minutes to reorganize. In the back is the blue dot group. Up here is the yellow dot group. The blue dot group is going to be led by Carolyn Sunderland. The yellow group is going to be led by Judy Maple. We have Ruth Rogers Davis with us at the red dot. And then Tamara Blake Wallace is with the green dot. So when we get into our groups, you'll get a few minutes to do an introduction. So just very briefly, your name and which town you live in. And then the facilitators are going to guide you through the topics. And we have a timekeeper. Will Hager in the back is our timekeeper.